The public display of the ongoing internal squabbles in the OvaHerero Traditional Authority continues. On Wednesday morning, an invitation to the media was extended on a letterhead of the authority requesting journalists to cover Matjinde Kajiua handing over the official vehicle assigned to the OTA by the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development. Evans Maswahu, Director of Finance, Human Resources and Administration, arrived at Kajiua's residence.
As it was communicated earlier, Professor has indicated that he wants to hand over the key to the ministry.
But Professor Matjinde Kajiua had a change in mind. He explains that when an officer called him earlier in the day, he was made to believe that the ministry had opened a case of the use of vehicle without the consent of the owner. Kajiua says he also uncovered that the police were acting on a case number that was opened by the now disputed chairperson of the OvaHerero Chiefs Council, Kapuo, and the case was not opened by the ministry. Kajiua therefore refused to hand over the car.
So the police was here on instruction of the ministry, but at the background of it, the ministry is executing the demands of Chief Kapuo. The ministry sent by Kapuo.
Chief Kapuo had asked the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development to impound the car for safekeeping, and the executive director in the ministry had agreed to do so. But Professor Kajiua says he is willing to hand over the car keys to the ministry, but not on Kapuo's instructions.
Once that later, then we hand this old car to you and you keep it for good. Don't even bring us any other car if you confiscate this one. Don't think that this authority will be dependent on government and beg the government or your ministry for this old car. We won't be slaves or subject ourselves to that treatment just because of a vehicle. No.
The OvaHerero Traditional Authority, in a letter signed by Kajiua, has also instructed the ministry to continue paying all funds earmarked for the authority into its current existing bank account. Emil Seibep, NBC News, Windhoek.